right, we got the Jets 2023 schedule. Initial reactions coming at you from Eric Allen and Ethan Greenberg. We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock and hear their first thoughts when I read out what each week-by-week matchup is. So here we go with week one. Monday Night Football, starting off strong, 8:15 p.m. kick. The Jets are hosting the Buffalo Bills. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's hear what you guys got.
All right, picture this. Spotlight white. Crowd is roaring. Aaron Rodgers, the final call out for the offense. I mean, I have chills just thinking about this. Biggest question, what are the health statuses of Breece Hall and Von Miller?
Forget about matinees, baby. The Jets are the night act this year. Prime time. Aaron Rodgers comes to MetLife Stadium, makes his debut under the lights. I got a number for you. Aaron Rodgers, in his career, his record at home, 91-23-1.
All right, week two, the Jets go on the road to the Dallas Cowboys, a 4:25 p.m. kickoff. What do you guys like about this one?
Well, when I think about Aaron Rodgers in Dallas, I think about him as in the Packers, going down the field, him rolling to his left, Jared Cook, absolute dime, the toe tapper, and I think that this has a lot of meaning for Aaron Rodgers playing in Dallas.
A lot of significance as well. Aaron Rodgers playing against Mike McCarthy again for a second consecutive year. Last year in Green Bay, the Cowboys had a 14-point lead, but Rodgers leads the pack back, and they win it in overtime. Watch the matchup on the outside. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup for Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed. Get your popcorn out.
All right, week three, the Jets are hosting none other than an AFC East rival, the New England Patriots, at MetLife Stadium, 1 p.m. kickoff. What do you guys think? What's it going to be?
I think you got to take this one.
The streak has to end now. It's been 14 consecutive games for the Patriots in the regular season. You got to applaud that run. But the Jets, who lost 2 one-possession battles to the Patriots last year, they are more than well-equipped to end the streak. I say it happens week 3 at what should be a raucous MetLife Stadium.
I second that. I have nothing more to add.
Wow, thank you so much. We made it under the timer. Thank you for doing that, Ethan. All right, week 4, Sunday Night Football. The Jets are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions, 8:20 kickoff. I am obsessed with this one. It's circled on my calendar for sure.
This is the heavyweight fight for the New York Jets. Chiefs, the Super Bowl champs. This is the first Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers head-to-head matchup. And this is what I want to see. I know it's early to be talking about this. Give me Sauce Gardner on Travis Kelce. We saw Sauce line up against some tight ends last season. I want to see Sauce and Kelce.
You got to give Kelce some credit, though, for his podcast. That's a good listen.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of Rodgers and Mahomes, combined 6 MVPs, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, and 3 rings as well. They'll both be chasing a ring in 2023.
I want a counter of how many times we're going past the buzzer over here. Okay,
No,
week
you don't.
5. Week 5, the Jets head out to Denver to take on the Broncos. 4:25 kick. This is another good one because of last year's matchup. I liked that one. It came down to the wire.
Yeah, this is a tough stretch travel-wise, going from Sunday night, then going to the West Coast against the Broncos. Low-scoring game last year.
Mountain West.
Mountain West? It's
Yeah.
west enough.
Hey, Caroline said she liked that game last year. If you really love defensive football and punts.
I do.
And some altitude issues. Look, I'm not a Denver fan in terms of the city. Let's get a dub. Let's get the hell out.
Nathaniel Hackett coaching the Jets offense this year. He'll know that Denver defense inside and out. There'll be more points on the board this year.
All right, week 6, the Jets are hosting Philadelphia Eagles. Again, what do I like? I like defense. So this is going to be a huge defensive matchup, a 4:25 kickoff. What do you guys like about this one?
A lot of green in the stands, you would imagine, because it'll just look like a jet out, I would imagine, by all the green. But here's the thing, the Jets never beaten the Eagles. In the regular season, it's going to be tough. This is a very good team.
Who is built very solidly inside the trenches. You make the argument that they are the best team in the National Football League on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Joe Douglas has strength in numbers in the defensive line. The Jets are one of the better defensive lines in the NFL. Now the trick this year is keeping that line intact on the offensive side in front of Aaron Rodgers.
All right, week 7, the Jets have their bye, so I'm going right to week 8. Now, technically, this is an away game for them, but it's the Battle of New York taking on their New York neighbors, the Giants, at 1 p.m. at MetLife Stadium. How does that sound?
Sounds great because there's a lot of pride in this game. If you're a New Yorker, you have this game circled on your calendar. Two different conferences, understand that. Bragging rights on the line.
I like the matchups in both offensive backfields. You got Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, and Barkley has come back from that ACL injury and really done well. Breece Hall, you're hoping he does the same for the Jets, and he'll be taking handoffs this year from Aaron Rodgers. The Giants make the postseason. Credit to Brian Daboll last year. I think the Jets are going to make the postseason this year.
We're just completely ignoring the timer. It's fine. Week 9, the Jets are hosting their West Coast friends, the Los Angeles Chargers. Monday Night Football, 8:15 kick. What do you guys like about that one?
I think Aaron Rodgers likes this one because his career against the Chargers, whether that's San Diego or LA, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, and this is a fun quarterback matchup. You have Aaron Rodgers and you have Justin Herbert.
No surprise there about Aaron Rodgers. He's got the best touchdown to interception ratio in the history of the National Football League. Herbert can get it done through the air, and the Chargers do have some impressive defensive players, Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Derwin James, but I think Aaron Rodgers can expose the secondary.
Week 10, this is where the Jets go out west. They're taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. New stadium, never been there before. On Sunday Night Football, 8:20 kick. What are you guys excited for about this matchup?
This is another tough travel situation. You go from Monday night, then Sunday night out west. But this is the storyline. Aaron Rodgers playing against his former teammate and very good friend, Devontae Adams, wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, they made it happen, but he's got good weapons here. How about Garrett Wilson, 1,100 yards receiving, playing with 4 different quarterbacks last season. Allen Lazard comes over in free agency. McCole Hardman as well. Randall Cobb joins the mix. The Jets have a lot of weapons as they go to the Death Star in the Sin City for the first time.
All right, week 11, the Jets are going upstate, going to Buffalo Bills, 4:25 kickoff. Now, this is going to be late November. I'm guaranteeing there's going to be snow on the ground. 30 seconds on the clock. What do you guys think?
I think that's a bold statement. Bold guarantee, Joe Namath. I appreciate it, though, because it's a pretty good probability. Here's the thing. You go from Monday night against the Chargers, then Sunday night against the Raiders in Las Vegas. Then you go to the defending AFC East champion the past 3 seasons. This is going to be a tough matchup.
Well, the road through the AFC East goes through Orchard Park. The Bills have captured the last 3 division championships. I'm going to watch the guys in the interior, Ed Oliver for the Bills, and then Quinnen Williams, who was the Jets team MVP last season. Can the Buffalo Bills handle him on the interior? 12 sacks last season.
All right, week 12, the first ever Black Friday game. The Jets will be hosting the Miami Dolphins at 3 p.m. Now, I know MetLife is close to a mall, so everybody's got to get there early.
Get your shopping done, or just wait for Cyber Monday. Really, that's the better play anyway. Get in the stands. This is going to be a fun one. The Jets haven't played Tua Tagovailoa last year. Maybe he'll be the starting quarterback for the Dolphins at this point in time. And here's the thing. This is going to be fun because the Dolphins have speed for days.
They do. It's a track team on the offensive side of the ball. Remember last year, though, the Jets held serve at home. That game was 40-17. It was a 21-point runaway. Let's talk about wardrobe. Do you think the Jets should wear all blacks on Black Friday?
I'm going no.
Caroline?
My buzzer. I like black on Black Friday. Okay, moving on. Week 13. This starts a stretch of 1 p.m. games for the Jets. They're hosting the Atlanta Falcons at 1 p.m. at home at MetLife. Do we like this one, guys?
I think with the Falcons, Desmond Ritter's slated to be the starting quarterback. This is a favorable matchup for the Jets right now as we talk about this in May. However, they did add Bijan Robinson. There is some serious firepower on the Falcons' offensive side of the ball.
Hey, Bijan Robinson, he might be the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023, but the Jets have the Offensive Rookie of the Year from 2022. That's Garrett Wilson. Interesting decision by Calais Campbell to sign with Atlanta. I wonder if he's going to be regretting that when he comes to town.
Week 14, the Jets are hosting the Houston Texans at MetLife. 1 p.m. kickoff. Do you guys like this one?
Yeah, again, this is similar to the Atlanta game we just talked about. Jets got to take care of this game. And I think the storyline here, D'Amico Ryans, Robert Saleh. D'Amico was a coach under Saleh when Saleh was the defensive coordinator in San Francisco. Now both of them head coaches, both jacked. And both doing their thing.
Both jacked. I like what the Texans are doing, but they're at the start of their build. They feel like the Jets in 2021. They add Stroud and Will Anderson here early in the draft, but they have a long way to go. Jets got to take care of business this game.
Week 15, the Jets are going down to another AFC East rival, the Miami Dolphins. 1 p.m. kickoff. Now, personally, December, Miami, sign me up. What do you guys think?
The weather's great, still too hot for me in December in Miami. But here's the thing, if you're a Jets fan or a Jets player, playing in Miami left a sour taste in your mouth from the way last season ended. And also the Dolphins, we haven't talked about this yet. A lot better on defense too with Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey, he'll be paired with Xavier Howard, but the Jets might have the better corner tandem in Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed. Tua Tagovailoa, he didn't play against the Jets last season. Aaron Rodgers did not play against the Dolphins last season as a Jet, but he did as a Packer, and he beat the Dolphins in December. Could happen again.
All right, week 16, this is the last of the 1 p.m. kickoffs for the Jets. They are hosting the Washington Commanders at MetLife. What do you guys think about this one?
Yeah, you got to watch out, I think, for the Commanders' defensive line. I would say that they're sneaky good. If you're not familiar with Washington's team, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen. But again, who's the starting quarterback for the Washington Commanders, and who will it be at the time the Jets play?
Yeah, that's the huge point. Quarterback advantage, big check over to the New York Jets in this one. And again, as we discuss these games, this stretch right now, Jets got to clean up in December. I think this is a very favorable stretch.
Week 17, this one is circled on my calendar. I know I have a lot circled. What can I do? The Jets are going to Cleveland, 8:15 kick. It's going to be a Thursday night game. I love this because of what happened in Cleveland last year. The final 2 minutes was absolute chaos. What do you guys think?
This is the opposite of what you like about the Miami game, for the record, because this game will be absolutely freezing. Lake effect, night game. It'll be fun because of the Thursday night and the environment's going to be sick. And this Browns team, talented on paper, to me, it just comes down to the play of Deshaun Watson.
Count them up. 4 short weeks for the Jets, but that's the price you pay when you're expected to be good by the National Football League. So many marquee matchups, including this one. They're going to the dog pound, but good thing for Jets fans, the Jets are bringing plenty of dogs.
All right, last but not least, week 18, the Jets are going to Foxborough, taking on the New England Patriots. No date, no time yet. When do you guys think this game is going to be played?
I just want to say this. Whoever made the schedule, what did we do to you? Lake effect, second to last week. Then in Foxborough the last week. This is going to be cold.
I was going to say there's no lake by Foxborough.
No, there's no lake, but it's going to be freezing because Foxborough is always cold. But here's the thing. I think, again, this game will mean a lot for the Jets, even though, you know, there's a chance that the postseason could already be locked up.
The Jets are built for this kind of game because they have a nasty defense and they also can run the football. For all the talk about Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall returns, Michael Carter, and Israel Abanikanda from Pittsburgh. Watch out for him as well.
Wait, one thing, Caroline. Question for you. Would you trade? Are you okay with having Miami late in the year and then ending the year with 2 cold games, or do you not want that? Would you rather have the Miami game earlier in the year and end in not cold games?
Well, you know, the Miami game gives me like a little bit of something to look forward to, and then I can get back in my New York winter weather gear. So I think it's a good thing that it's kind of a little bit earlier than the end of the year. I have a question now for both of you. Do you guys think over under how many times you ran the clock?
Let's do 7.5. So it's 8 or not. That's a good mark. I'm gonna go under because I'm gonna give us credit.
I'd say 5, and we might have went over 1.
Oh, I am saying over by a million. All right, there you have it. The 2023 Jets schedule, initial reactions. We'll see you Monday night for week 1. Thanks for tuning in to the New York Jets official YouTube channel. We're on the way to 100K subscribers, so make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things New York Jets. Until next time, go Jets.